Brought to you by the Asombro Institute for Science Education, with support from the USDA Southwest Climate Hub.
Insulating You, Insulating Earth uses students' own body heat to model the greenhouse effect. In this lesson, students will model the greenhouse effect and collect data, which they'll then use to make a prediction about the Earth's future temperature. Students will be conducting 2 trials and sharing their results with the class for analysis. Divide students into groups of 3 to 5. Each group will need a thermometer, a small binder clip, a stopwatch, a hand towel or larger, and a mylar blanket. You can cut a single mylar blanket into pieces approximately 20 by 26 inches and give 1 piece to each group. At the start of class, divide students into groups and assign roles. Each group needs a test subject, a materials manager, a timer, and a data recorder. Once the roles are assigned, the test subject should use the binder clip to attach the thermometer to their pants. The thermometer should run parallel to their legs, and the probe end should be pointing towards the torso, not the knees. Tell students to check the current temperature on the thermometer. It can take up to 5 minutes for the thermometer to acclimate to the student's body temperature, so use that time to explain the experiment and introduce the greenhouse effect. After 5 minutes, the thermometer should have stabilized around the student's body temperature and you can begin the experiment. At this time, the data recorder should record the initial temperature. The materials manager will give the towel to the test subject, who lays it across their lap and tucks the ends under their legs if possible. As soon as the towel is placed, the timer starts their stopwatch. The timer and the data recorder will work together to record the temperature every minute for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the test subject should remove the towel from their lap, but leave the thermometer. The thermometer needs 2 to 3 minutes to return to close to the initial temperature before the next trial. While they wait for the thermometer to stabilize again, students can make sure that everyone's data table is complete and do subtraction problem A on their handout. Once the thermometer has stabilized near the initial temperature, the data recorder should record the initial temperature for the towel and mylar blanket trial. The materials manager will give the test subject the towel to place on their lap as they did before. Then the mylar space blanket will go on top of the towel, and again tucked under the legs if possible. As soon as the towel and space blanket are in place, the timer will start their stopwatch. Students will again record data for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the test subject can remove all the materials and everyone can complete their data table and subtraction problem B on their handout before discussing the data as a class.
A detailed teacher's guide and accompanying materials for this and other climate change lessons can be found online at asombro.org/climate. Check regularly for updates, new lessons, and information about teacher workshops.